Honda readying 2 electrified sports cars, shows them under sheets. Honda hosted a deep dive on its future electrification plans, both domestically and worldwide, going into more detail about how it plans to bridge its current dearth of EVs and the 2 million it plans to sell annually by 2030. As you can imagine, the hour-long PowerPoint presentation, littered with dry number roundups, battery plans, and several home-market electric vehicles we'll never see, was pretty standard business update fare. Near the end of the presentation, however, Honda noted that among the 30-some EVs it hopes to introduce by 2030, among those will be 2 sports cars, which were teased in the photo above. Honda released next to no other information other than to say they're electrified, though while it's possible these are hybrids or plug-in hybrids, given where the automaker is headed, it seems most likely that the cars are fully electric. Here's what we know and what we can make out from that tantalizing preview, which mentions a specialty model and a flagship model without specifying which is which. So, we took a stab at sorting the two. The sports car on the left is what we're thinking might be dubbed the specialty model, clearly in the classic format mimicking a front-engine, rear-wheel drive coupe. This would certainly seem special in a throwback kind of way at the end of the decade. We say it is mimicking a traditional sports car because, well, it'll have a motor, and those can be mounted at the driven axle, not necessarily in the nose. But you get the idea. Whatever is lurking under that sheet, a new age S2000. Some kind of prelude. A new nameplate entirely. Looks seductive as all get out, with slinky fenders, a fastback roof, and a Ferrari Roma-esque nose. We imagine Honda will use the new E architecture platform, which is being co-developed with GM for smaller and more affordable EVs than the Ultium-based bits that will underpin Honda's upcoming Prologue electric SUV. After all, the Ultium setup for those first SUVs is pretty big. These sports cars don't exactly appear tiny, though the scale is hard to make out save for the H badges glowing through the sheets covering each car, but we just don't know much at this point. On the right side of the teaser image Honda provided, we can make out what could only be some kind of electric Acura Honda NSX successor, which we'll guess is the flagship Honda talks about. This mid-engine appearing design is every bit as curvy as the first sports car, but the body is lower, longer, and situates the cabin forward, again, much like today's hybrid NSX. We're not sure what to make of the glowing green rings where the wheels would be, but perhaps the glow appearing on both the front and rear wheels suggests this sports car is all-wheel drive. The shape suggests a more purposeful, likely more expensive duty cycle for this sports car compared to the more upright, traditionally shaped one on the left. And, frustratingly, that's it. That's all we know. We're happy that Honda is committed to a passion to offer fun for its customers in a new electrified automotive world. The automaker says the joy of driving will be passed on to our models even in the era of electrification, adding that the 2 sports cars will embody Honda's universal sports mindset and distinctive characteristics.